everybody. Welcome back to the indieRift podcasts. I am one of your hosts, Steve Fontana. With me, as always, is Andy Asimakis. How are you, Andy?
Just so I won't break the streak,
Okay.
I finished Death Stranding, and that's all I'm going to say about the entire episode.
Death Stranding 2 is finally completed and therefore will never be spoken about again.
I am off the beach
on this podcast. That's excellent news. Until Death Stranding 3, the baby returns.
We're not going to talk about that.
We're not going to talk about it. But what we are going to talk about is indie gaming news, reviews, and previews, because that is what the indieRift podcast is all about, ladies and gentlemen. We post each and every week for your listening pleasure on your podcast service of choice, including our home Podbean. If you like to go over there, you can just copy the RSS feed and put it in any sort of player that you like to use. You could also download on Apple Podcasts, the Googus Podcasts, Spotify. We're everywhere. And of course, you can watch the video version and take a look at the trailers that we show and are talking about and all that fun stuff on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@indieRift. And if you want some bonus content, get some behind the scenes stuff, us talking about things before we hit record, you could do so. And you could also join our Discord by joining our Patreon. Patreon.com/indieRift, just like our Patreon producer, Colton, the journeyman, Nestler. And we cannot continue to grow without everyone's support. So hello to our new members and hello to our original and OG members. We love you very, very much and we appreciate it. We got some new stuff on indieRift.com, Andy. You posted a couple of things from our resident editor, Jimmy Fitz, aka Gomstead. What do we got going over there?
I did.
Yeah, what do we got going over there? I believe we have a new review. A couple of reviews?
Yes. A Mafia review.
Sweet. Mafia the old country.
The old country.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very well
written. Yes. For a game called Strings Theory. It's a little funky little puzzle game.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he covered at PAX East earlier this year.
Yes, he did.
And then
it came full circle.
Did the full shebang.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Full circle. So go over to indieRift.com and check out those reviews. Give Jimmy those clicks. Also coming to an indieRift near you, I have confirmed the first of the next wave of guests for Dev Dive Side Table. We're calling it, I guess, season 2, we'll call it, since the first sort of group was done and then there was some time off there. But the new group is starting, and we are going to be starting with Trey Chastain, the creator of Riftblade, which will be going live with their crowdsourcing very soon. It is a deck builder, very fast-paced deck builder, where you like draft spells and you're slinging spells at each other. And it looks really, really dope. I'm going to record that's either this week or next week, but the show will go live in the middle of their campaign sort of thing to like get some more eyes on it and everything like that. So keep it tuned to indieRift. You're going to want to search on your podcast service of choice, search Dev Dive Side Table, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, or if you're on our YouTube channel, you could just go to that playlist and make sure you bookmark it, because it will be getting updated very soon with some new beautiful interviews for your ear holes. And Andy, you have confirmed our next guest for Dev Dive proper. Who do we have joining us very soon? This week, I believe.
Yes, the devs of Cyberlich, which was our boomer shooter of PAX East 2025.
It was, and for good
that
reason.
Game stole all of our hearts. It has the most deranged sense of humor, a very kick-ass art style. It's also the team is based in New York, and we love them.
Yes,
to pieces. Amazing guys all around.
Good people. People.
I'm looking forward to that.
Very excited to see what that game is up to and what the plans are for the rest of the year, and just the touch base. It's gonna be fun. All right, let's slide into our indie game adventures. I unfortunately have 2 games that I am playing, both of which are embargoed. Both of them until mid-October.
You're playing embargoed games?
2 embargoed games. One,
Oh
I got a
wait, is
code for
one that I'm
yesterday.
playing also?
Yes, we are both playing. I mean, we
All right,
confirmed it
so
last time. We're both playing Demon
we can
School.
say the name of the
Yeah,
game.
yeah. We
There
just
it
can't
is.
give impressions. It's no
Okay.
problem.
Okay.
We're both playing
Okay.
Demon School. But when I got my code for this other game is coming out sooner. The embargo is about the same though, so I think I'm gonna swap over to that one just so I can have more impressions. But do you want to guess what game is?
That's it. There's no way.
I will tell you. I'm gonna give you a hint. Okay.
Give me a genre. Give me a. Can I
No.
buy a vowel? Like,
No.
what is that?
I'm giving you a hint. Let me
Okay.
let me find it first. Because I want. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. It is a game that we spoke about on the last show.
Okay. I was gonna pull up the notes from last week.
I'll give the viewers a second if they want to try and figure it out.
Was it one of the two games you demoed last week?
Negative.
Oh. Huh.
It is, of course,
in our...
Andy, Fantasy Maiden Wars, Dream of the Stray Dreamer.
Say it.
Yes. That came across my inbox yesterday, so I will be jumping in on that. It is officially downloaded and ready to go, so I will be talking about that. But it's like a month. I have the embargo's up on October 17th, so I have a lot of time. So I need to find games that I could play right now, and what better way to learn about games that I could play right now than listening to you talk about your game in the Indie Game Adventures. And our first game here is going to be the Dark Queen of Mortholme. Tell us about it, Andreas.
So we covered this game a while ago.
I knew it sounded
familiar.
released.
It was released about a month ago.
Oh, yes.
So the premise is you are the final boss.
Yes.
Of the adventure, of the story, of the game. You are the Dark Queen. And you're sitting up on your throne, because that's what all last bosses do. They just wait for the hero to come through their main chamber for the final showdown. So you're hanging out in your throne room. One of your minions, who I believe is bisected, cut in half, is crawling into your chamber. Is like, I'm sorry, Your Majesty. We tried our best. This guy's a savage. He's an absolute beast. He's unstoppable. And he's here to kill you. Forgive me. And then the minion dies. Then the hero walks in. There's some little banter. I will end your reign of terror. We'll see about that. You one-shot this hero. Leaves a bloody pool. You walk over to its body. You do a little snap. The body disappears. You walk back to your throne. And then the hero comes through again. And you're like, what's going on?
He's save scrubbing.
How are you back? I just killed you. He's like, I'm not sure, but let's do it again. So this process repeats for a long time. He does more and more damage. And then he gets better and better equipment. And he gets different abilities. He can roll. He has 2 hits now. And you, as the last boss, you don't level up. You don't learn new skills. You have your 3 attacks. And Steven, let me tell you, I have played a lot of games this year. Story-driven games. Death Stranding 2, Clair Obscur, to name a few. I have never been more obsessed with any 2 characters than I have with this game's. The hero and the Dark Queen. The way they talk to each other as you keep going through this cycle of like defeat and fighting again. There's like a dialogue tree. Right. As the hero asks you questions like, what are you afraid of? What do you think you are? Does it suck to be trapped in this one room for your entire life? And it gets really existential with the villain, and it's super interesting. And the other thing that really got me was when the hero would come back with like a different sword or a different shield or a new technique, I could visualize that hero character that I played as in so many other games, RPGs, you name it, Metroidvanias,
Yeah.
grinding to learn better moves or looking for like that hidden sword or that hidden bow and arrow. I could visualize it. And I want to say it's like less than an hour to beat it. Like I finished it in one subway ride to work
Oh wow. Okay.
one day. It's like $6, I think. Six
Yeah,
or
it's
$8.
only $6. Yeah.
Worth every cent, dude. The writing alone is so good in this game. Like I want to replay just to get more of the different dialogue options. Because I'm not sure if you get different endings or different things, but like there's different choices to make.
Mm.
It's like I want to go through and see what leads to where, but it is good shit. It
Nice.
is really good shit.
Yeah, you can almost like imagine the hero's journey to get better and better. Like what like you never see what the level that they go through, right? Like, but you could sort of like your
Right.
imagination could kind of go wild. And I think it would be cool to throw this in the indie steal of the week, because not only is it only $6,
Oh, for sure.
but you can get this and Atomic Owl right now for less than $13 in a bundle right there on the Steam page for the Dark Queen of Mortholme. So again, that is what Andy was talking about here, was the Dark Queen of Mortholme. So really enjoying that one so far. But now the next game on here is one that I definitely know about. And what, I was supposed to get a code for this. I need to check, because I did
you back
this.
it on Kickstarter?
I did. I did.
I
back
told you to
first.
check Humble.
Humble.
It's likely in your Humble.
It's likely
That's
in my
where I
Humble.
found mine.
Humble.
Yeah.
Humble. Bumble. I'm gonna check.
Bumble.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna log in real quick. But of course, we're talking about friends of the show. Oh, I gotta verify my account, so we're gonna do this after the show. We're talking about Quartet. Dun, 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 dun. Quartet, a series of unlikely train robberies, a mysterious deck of cards, a fleet of deadly airships, an accidental mage. Choose from 4 stories in any order and discover how they intertwine in this turn-based RPG that feels like it's ripped right out of my Super Nintendo. That's what it feels like.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Right. This is if you liked, Final Fantasy 6 or 3, as it was called here.
Imagine not liking that game.
I don't want to know if you're that person.
Yeah.
I don't want to know you. I don't know what's wrong with you if you don't like that game. But
it's something.
You have deeper issues if you don't like Final Fantasy.
Massive issues.
But Quartet, I played about an hour or two of this game. It is everything it promised to be. It is a retro JRPG, turn-based. It's got amazing sprite work, dazzling effects, well-written characters. That's all I can say about it. It scratches the itch.
I really like the choice of the behind the back during combat instead of just side to side. I like it's a small touch, but I like it a lot because you get like the full scale of the enemies. I feel you get them a little bit better. And it's got that like Little Mac feeling of like you versus the world. I really love that. I gotta check my Humble and get this thing going.
It also does a thing. My biggest critique of Octopath Traveler was that you had all these characters and you could pick and choose who you want to go with. We'll pick this character, see what their story is about, and you pick someone else, so you see what their story is about. But there was nothing unified all the characters together in a sense. Like they were all just kind of like bystanders in everyone's other story. But in this game, it seems like there's 4 main characters. You can pick who you want to play with in any order, but there seems to be something that's going to bring them all together.
Right.
And there's a cohesion there that I think I was missing from Octopath. So I like that it's here. So I can't wait to play some more of that and see where it goes.
Octopath, at least the first one, I didn't play the second one, but Octopath felt like it felt like it wrote itself into a corner and didn't quite figure out how to get these stories to intertwine in a
Well,
meaningful
like I
way.
wrote 8 different stories.
Yeah.
And didn't really put them all
It was
together,
like
really.
there were some of them that like you can see in some ways you could see how like they affect each other, but they didn't I felt like we were sold on, hey, what you do in this story could affect these other 7, and then
Mhm.
depending on like what order you do it. And if I remember correctly, you can't choose from all 8 in the beginning, right? Is it are you given all 8 to choose
Oh,
from in the
no, I
beginning? I
think,
think it's
like,
4,
I
right?
think you pick a yeah, you pick some, and then it unlocks, like, another batch, and
Yeah,
it kinda
something like that.
goes
Yeah, and I don't
from
remember
there. It's been
exact.
so long since I played that game.
That was an OG Switch joint for me.
Did not play part 2 either, by the way.
Yeah, no, I didn't play part 2.
I
But
haven't finished
that
the
is
first one.
Quartet, out now. Check it out. It's got positive reviews on Steam, but definitely something you would want to do. All right, let's get into the Indie News Report. It's the Indie News Report. We got release stuff. You put a bunch of release stuff
We
on
do.
here.
Yes.
DUCKSIDE is out now on consoles. So as you know, that one's the first person, like hyper
Dude.
realistic sort of graphics, but then not really
Dude.
duck game where you're certainly killing ducks. And it's out on console now.
So it's a survival game?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, first of all, can I just say,
Yeah.
can you like I can look at this game and I can tell it's a tiny build
Sure.
joint
Oh yeah.
by looking at it?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, yeah. Is this survival game, crafting, all that fun stuff. Why ducks? I don't know, but it looks hilarious.
I don't know.
It looks like it has good core gameplay that didn't necessarily need this sheen to it. This like, but it makes it puts it that much over the edge of ridiculousness. Like straight up RPGs and rifles and gliding and all this stuff, and then silly hats. It's like, okay,
Yeah, little plungers for hats, yeah.
yeah, very cute.
I just love there's like a duck holding like an axe or like a rocket launcher.
Yeah, exactly.
A chainsaw.
They got the assignment. They understood the assignment. They put it out,
Oh my God.
and it's here, and it's now on consoles. So go check it out if you are a console guy or gal. I've been playing almost exclusively on my Steam Deck lately, or if I'm waiting for like something to download or whatever, or for the podcast, if I'm like editing, I'll throw Steam on for a little bit, but like on my computer. But for the most part, I've been playing everything on Steam Deck. So, yeah, just I haven't been touching those consoles, Andy. Guess no Death Stranding 2 for me. However, this next game,
What's gonna make you?
I don't know. You know what it is? It's like, if you remember, like in the beginning of the summer, I had, or really it was the spring, I had that Final Fantasy kick where I beat Final Fantasy. What was it? The Yuffie thing. I beat the Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah,
the
the
remake.
DLC.
Like I fixed that. Yeah, I did all
Yes.
the. And then I had the second one. I was like, all right, I want to play that, but I want to go back and finish. I think I finished 16.
16.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I finished 16. I finished all the DLC, and then I was like, you know what? For the first time in well over a decade, I bought the baseball game. I bought MLB The Show, and I was like, I'm going to play this for a little bit. I
Oh,
played it
shit.
for like 3 weeks, and then I got tired of it. Which is why I never buy them anymore, because I just lose interest now. Like when I was a kid, my friend would come over and we would literally play an entire season in a day. Like we'd be like, we're gonna sim every game, one by one. If we're losing a series, like if we're gonna get swept in a series, we'll play that last game so we could salvage it. But if we win 2 games, we're gonna sim the third one, hope we win or whatever. And it was just like we would just do that and like all night just play the game, and for whatever reason it just doesn't hold my attention as much. But I feel like this next game here, on
Mm.
the stuff is out. This came out just 3 days ago, and I
Mhm.
have to know. I mean, you have to have you've played this, right? Like you had to have played this.
I played the demo
Okay. Well,
of
I
this.
know you've
I
spoken
bought
about the
it.
demo. Okay.
Yes, I did love the game
Okay.
a lot, so I did buy it.
Okay.
Uh, it is here,
It is here.
and we're talking about Hell Is Us.
Hell is Us, yo. This is the Death Stranding like. That's what I call it.
Correct, even though
It's
it's
a new
nothing like
genre.
Death
No, it's
Stranding.
nothing like it, but you have that little robot thing following you from behind. It looks like it. Um yeah, this when I remember when we spoke about it last time or maybe two shows ago. This game looks
Mhm,
really really good.
mhm.
I'm curious to know if it lives up to uh its its production value. Like it definitely, like, you know how we've been fooled by like Souls-like games that look like they're super high production value, and then when you play it, it runs at like
Right.
6 frames per second, and like
Mhm.
the lighting is terrible and the controller's awful. Like, I hope this doesn't suffer from that. Like, you got to let me know how this is, because this looks like a cinematic, uh, a really fun cinematic game that I could get myself into. I like these action type games with a little bit of a horror twinge to it. Looks cool.
Yeah, it's getting some really great reviews. I
That's
mean, I
good.
love the combat and the different weapon choices. When I played the demo, you had like a sword, like two like mini dagger things, like a giant axe. Uh, it's very fast paced, from what I remember. It's like Souls light, if that's a new thing we can
Okay.
say now about that genre.
Souls-like.
It's not exactly a Souls like, but it has certain aspects and qualities that would be familiar to those who like those kind of games. Uh, but it's more hacky slashy in its execution,
I'm
from
okay
what I
with that.
recall from the demo.
I'm okay with that.
Uh, so I will likely dive into this at some point, and I'll likely make it my game adventure for next week.
Sweet. Yeah, I want to know your
Yeah.
opinions, because you're a little.
Hmm.
I'm harder to. I feel like I'm harder to please when it's a genre I'm not wholly interested in. Like, I'd rather.
Hmm.
It needs to be good in ways that aren't because of the genre it's in. Like, a really good Souls like isn't going to make me play a Souls like, but a really good
Right.
story game that happens to be a Souls like, that has really good quality cutscenes and acting and writing and character development and like stuff like that. Like, that's what I loved so much about Elden Ring, is the world itself made it a much better experience than just being a good Souls game. Being a
Hmm.
good Souls game didn't matter as much to me. Because I'm not good at those games, and I don't play them for that type
Right.
of challenge. I wanted to play
Right.
something
Right.
for that cinema. Um, which is great. Like, this does look really cool. So I'm excited to see how that comes out. Speaking of out, it's not quite out just yet, but it is coming in October. But
Hmm.
we do have news on SWAPMEAT. Yeah,
Yeah, baby.
SWAPMEAT got to, and of course, Hell is Us was what we were just talking about. Sorry, didn't bookend it that time. But SWAPMEAT, it doesn't have an official day. Just says October, right?
Yeah, they announced their early access for the month of October of this year.
Nice.
Uh, Another game we fell in love with at PAX East earlier this year. It's a co-op PvE roguelike situation where you're just shooting shit, getting body parts attached into yourself, getting new abilities, and rinse and repeat, basically. And it's crazy, stupid fun. It's very mindless in its execution, but sometimes you need a good mindless game every now and then.
Just
And
yeah,
this game is good
yeah.
in
Just
that regard.
give us, as long as it has good core gameplay. Like, you can make something
Hmm.
silly. You can make something that isn't deep. Um, but this looks
Yeah,
like it
it don't
has.
gotta be that deep.
Yeah, this looks like it has a lot going for it. Numbers popping on the screen, as you know, are very attractive to simple-minded people like me. The enemy designs are dope. And of course the character designs where you're taking body parts of the things you kill.
Hmm.
I feel like this game has to be a success because I need to see these developers. I need to see one more game come out here and support this and see how ridiculous this game could actually get. I think that's something I want to see.
Yeah.
And the last one here is early access release date is coming in November. Again, that was SWAPMEAT, but this new one here is Long Drive North is getting their early access in November of this year, a little bit later on. We've spoken about this game before, but this is coming out. It's a co-op RV simulator, as it were.
Yeah, man.
Explore and
That's
survive the
pretty
harsh
neat.
American wilderness in the Long Drive North. Drive and repair your trusty old RV, scavenge for parts, hunt and cook to survive, all alone or with up to 4 players in co-op. See, that is intriguing because this
Mhm.
next sentence, no zombies or monsters await, just an immersive driving exploration survival experience. That seems like it's cool. Like,
I like this. It seems very
yeah,
chill. Like I can imagine it being like, all right, Steve, you go get some wood for the fire. I'm gonna go
yeah,
resource some gasoline somehow. Like you go hunt some deer and get us some meat for the night. Like this seems really chill.
yeah. Maybe get lost. Who knows?
Yeah,
Have a good sleep in the back of the RV. But
I love it.
see, it looks
And
like
it's
your drive with other people in their RVs. That's a little. I was hoping like we could all just be in the same RV.
oh, we're all bunking in the
Yeah,
same RV.
that would be I would like that a lot. You get your little dog companion. Everyone's driving on the wrong side of the road. Anyway, that's the Long Drive North coming early access. Excited to see how they build upon that as the game hits shelves, as it were, with air quotes.
Hmm. Hmm.
You gotta love the this is weird, right? It's weird that we no longer really have stores that sell these games. Like, it's weird.
It's a little strange to me.
Yeah. Remember when
And
GameStop did like the digital download, but only in the store? Like you had to be connected to their Wi-Fi to get the code.
yeah, that was a choice.
Wasn't that was like Abzu? Didn't they do that for Abzu? Am I making that up?
I just find it
I am
strange
making it up.
how you're not making it up. I find it so bizarre how most of the games I own, I buy them on the digital storefront, and it's not because I want to. It's the only choice. A lot of the games I get
A lot of them, yeah.
on their Steam only, and there's no physical version,
Yeah.
and there never will be.
Yeah. Um,
That's how it is.
I feel like they also like I feel like digital storefronts have taken advantage of the checkout aisle, like the impulse buy of the checkout aisle when
Oh, for
you know what I
sure.
mean? Like you could just boot up the store for 5 minutes, not have any real reason to do it, to go to it, and then you'll walk away spending $20 like and playing some new games
Hmm.
or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a part of the gaming industry that I think we never really had. There were impulse rentals, I feel like growing up, where you're just like, I'll try this weird looking game,
Right,
based
because you're
on what
walking by in
right,
Blockbuster or you're like
right.
browsing GameFly. I'm getting X, Y, and Z disc in the mail. This looks interesting. I saw an article about this in GamePro or EGM,
I'll
some
put that in
shit
my
like that.
queue, and then you get the game, and you're like, what the hell is this? This is
Yeah,
like number 13 on my list. Why am I getting this now?
yeah,
Like, oh, because all the other shit's
yeah.
gone. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, it was I feel like we're at this point where like physical media for gaming, it's like it's going the way of the dodo.
This wasn't that long ago
It
either.
really wasn't. It
You
really
know what I
wasn't. Like,
mean?
well, I mean, yeah, we're old men,
Like, could you
but
imagine like what the first 20 years of our life?
yeah,
Now it's our the next 20 years. We're like in that chunk.
yeah.
What will the next 20 years look like in the delivery system
Is the video
for
game in the
these
room with
things?
us right now?
The developer will be in the room with you. It's
right
just
now.
making the game you want to play.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, I hope
The
that's not what
AI
AI
will just
does.
build the game.
Yeah, you just type in
Yeah.
AI, make me a game that is like Death
Like, hey,
Stranding.
make me Silksong DLC. Here's what the game is. Play the game for me. Get the art style down, the gameplay format. Make me a DLC. But it's on the moon. I'll just make it for you.
You'll get it, but every character will have 7 fingers. All right, we got some topics to discuss today for the Indie News Report. So let's discuss some topics.
That just hit me. The 7 finger just hit me.
Yeah, right. You got it. Hit you good. Yeah, yeah. It's got seven index fingers, not a single other finger, just 7 index fingers.
Just 7 index fingers.
AI is coming. AI is taking no art people's jobs. It's just stealing from artists, which is what sucks. But it's definitely not. No. Did you? This is like a little thing we can discuss a little bit. It's not on the news thing, but I was reading an article. I think it was in Wired. I think, and it was about how people are hiring artists to touch up AI images. And like that genre of art is blowing up to the point where they can't find enough artists to actually work on the art that they used an AI bot to make. Like it's like for like in advertising, for example, there was an advertising company that would make advertising using AI, but like the sign is in gibberish. So they would hire an artist to like match what the AI art whatever did, but like put the correct, name of the business. And then like this person has 12 fingers. Let's make it, only 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
So these people are going in and like touching up, and that's like a new subgenre of art that artists are getting either freestyle or freelance jobs or getting outright hired. So like, at that point, why are you using the AI at all? You have the artist in the room. The artist is in the room with you. Just tell them do the thing, and they'll do it first.
Well, what's the cost basis analysis here? Like, what is it?
You're hiring them anyway.
The freelance person, yeah, but how much work are they really doing? If the art is done, more or less, it's like, hey, make the squiggly line say Pizza Hut in this AI art. How long is that really gonna take you to do? Unless if I was that person, I would just charge an arm and a leg.
You just charge a minimum.
Yeah.
It's a day's work, days worth of work. And if it was to make the whole thing, that's the thing. Artists need to make it not viable to use AI. Like AI, like right now, according to this same article, they were talking about how there is no positive return on investment in companies that are investing heavily in AI. Not saying Meta and their AI is not bringing a return on investment. We're talking about corporations and other people using AI, other AI companies to implement into their day-to-day business. There's no return on investment. It is a losing proposition right now for most, as AI is like adjusting and like getting better or worse. One of the other subgenres that this article talked about was coding, how AI is making terrible code. Like it just doesn't fucking work.
Right.
So like, why are you doing it? And then you're hiring a coder to come in and fix the code anyway. So like, what? Just have whatever. Anyway, very interesting what's going on in the world right now. Just weird. I have a couple of artist friends, and one of them, way back when we first started like talking, I didn't really know this person very well, and I didn't really know they were an artist. But when I found that they were, I was like, oh, can you make a D&D character for me? And they were like, yeah. And then I sent reference images, and they were AI reference images. And that's when the first time I had the conversation with an actual artist who does it for a living, who gets paid, whose partner also gets paid to be an artist and do it for a living. And they were like, don't ever send me AI for reference. Like,
reference.
I don't know who this is referencing. This could be stealing from 5 other people that I don't know. And if I draw off of that reference, I could be inadvertently stealing from another artist. So I was like, whoa. Anyway, had the whole conversation about that. And now my whole opinion on AI art is very different. Wow. Yeah, that was fun. Hey, but we have something about pirating. So that's kind of pirating.
Yeah, this is a very there's a theme
There
to
is.
this week's
There
main news
does seem to be a theme. First
which
one here.
yeah.
Go ahead, Andy. No, go ahead.
Right. So it's a Silksong show. It's a Silksong came out to critical acclaim and it's selling like gangbusters. But it's caused some concern among the indie game dev community.
Of course it has.
And from IGN, indie developers are worried Silksong's $20 price tag will make it harder to price their games. "Quote unquote, some kinds of games are going to be priced out of existence." Let's get into it, Steven. At surface level, I want to say no. That's my first thought. Like,
Okay.
stop.
Okay.
Like, no.
I think I already have the argument against that.
Just don't. So there's a tweet here from a future friend of the show. This is from the Lone Fungus developer who we've been chatting with for almost a better part of 2 years over Twitter. He went through a Kickstarter that didn't quite make it. He relaunched it, got funded. So his game is now back on track.
Hell
with
yeah.
The Lone Fungus 2 he was working on, sequel. So his tweet said, "As a dev making a smaller Metroidvania than Silksong, which I originally thought would be fairly priced at 20 USD, what should I price it at now? It'll be a 10 to 15 hour plus game, but it was made by one person with limited dev time and funds. I can't afford to give it away for free."
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of want to say, still charge the $20. I don't know why that has any impact on how you would price your game.
It has no. Okay, I'm gonna have. I think I know the argument here.
Oh, I get it. He thinks people are gonna say, "You're charging me 20." So with Silksong,
yeah,
which is giving me way more than what your 20 is.
Right. And so
that's what I think he's getting at.
Like,
and I'm like, stop it.
That's.
Don't
I mean,
do that.
I mean, look at it this way. $20, right? If you have $20, you can get a Five Guys burger and a small fries, or you can get a 4-piece chicken nug, a burger, a fries, a Frosty, a soda, and an apple pie at McDonald's. Okay. You're still getting food. One is arguably better quality, but you're getting less of it in some capacity. The other one, you're getting a little, less quality, but your $20 is still paying for a meal. It's what meal do you want to buy? And if you're giving the consumer the choice between, now to take it into the video game sphere, let's pretend that instead of your $20 getting you just the burger and fries from Five Guys gives you, 4 nuggets, gives you ice cream, gives you a pie, gives you everything that McDonald's gives you, but still only charges you $20 for it.
Right.
The choice is clear as day to the consumer that 100 out of 100 times they're going to choose the higher quality food that they're going to get for that $20. And I think that's the existential crisis that a dev like our friend Lone Fungus is having. It's like, well, when given the choice, you're always going to spend your money on a game like Silksong. You're not going to 10 out of 10 times, you're not going to choose my game. It's just as simple as that. But if my game was $10 and you already played Silksong and you're like, all right, let me try this one. I know it's not going to be Silksong, but it's half the price. So let me give it a shot. Silksong, like, they could charge $20 because they know they're going to sell a stupid amount of it, right? Like, if they thought they were only going to sell, let's say 50,000 copies, maybe they would sell it for 30. Because they know they're going to get the 50,000 sales. It doesn't matter. But when they're like, no, we're going to get 5 million sales or whatever it is, $20, perfect. It's perfect for us. We make our money.
Mhm.
We can fund our next project, whatever. I think that's kind of like the existential crisis that I could see a smaller developer having. Maybe not like an indie game publisher. I don't think they should have that crisis because Silksong is built off of the success of Hollow Knight, and Hollow Knight was built off of the success of a lot of different parts, not just the fact that it was a great game, but it also had really good marketing for when it first came out. It traveled the influencer circuit very quickly. It became an indie darling, and it wasn't by accident, I don't think. So, like, if you're a publisher, yeah, you can if you think you have a Hollow Knight or a Silksong in your catalog, if you push it like it is, then you too can charge $20 and sell 5 million copies.
Right.
If you know what I mean? But Zoro Arts, our friend, or at Zoro Arts, they're going to be staring at I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine being in a position where a game that is that revered, that loved, that anticipated in Silksong, and it comes out for a price that you were thinking of charging for your game that you made in your basement, that and it's not even a dig at them, but that it's not the same quality as the team, as a Silksong.
Right, but
I can't imagine being in that situation.
I've never purchased a game, be it an indie game or a AAA game, and I've never measured its value compared to what I'm paying for another game from a different developer or publisher in the same genre. Like, I've never, like, okay, let's think about this. I paid $70 for Death Stranding 2. I put about 200 plus hours in that game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have a lot more before I platinum that thing. Silent Hill 2 remake, also $70. That was maybe 30 hours of my time. Okay. Now, do I say, well, look, these two games, this one gave me so much more value content-wise than this other game did, but they cost the same. So should this game be cheaper because I got more out of this?
Well, that comes from
quote unquote better.
That comes
like
from
it's all contextual. It's not like
it's contextual, but it's not contextual on. It's contextual based on privilege. You have the privilege of spending $140 on those two games.
All right, we can say any indie game then. I'm just saying, but it's equally priced.
An indie game to somebody who, for a lot of people, maybe not every person, but for a lot of people, their budget is $20. Their budget is $30. Whatever it is, like that's just it. That's what they have, right? And I think that when you're not, if you're making your game assuming that the hardcore of the hardcore are the ones that are going to buy your game, like in a niche, like those Souls-like games, right? Like all those Souls-like games that came out, right?
Sure, yeah.
Half of them are janky, half of them are kind of busted. Some of them have really, really good, tight 6 hours of gameplay. They do the thing. What was that one that was like, oh shit! It came out on consoles, and it was about a 6-hour experience. It was pretty good. But it cost $40. And people were like, "Oh, it's only 6 hours and it's $40." And I could get 50 times the gameplay out of
an Elden Ring.
An Elden Ring, yeah, and only pay and barely pay double that or whatever.
Well, okay, let's use that as a base. So you're saying to me that if is the argument that if you make a Souls-like that isn't up to the same level as an Elden Ring, you are not allowed to charge. You shouldn't charge $60 for your game.
No, that's not what the argument is. The argument is
I think
the argument
correct.
is it is detrimental. It can be detrimental if you do, simply because of the audience who's participating in that purchase. It's not a matter of what the developer should do for their product. It's a matter of what they should do for their product in retaliation to what the market demand is. It's supply and demand. If the demand is there for your product, you could charge what you want, you could charge more for that product. But if I make a delicious mac and cheese, but you make a more delicious mac and cheese, like, people are going to go for the more delicious mac and cheese if they both cost $5.
Right.
You just, the way to differentiate yourself is, if you're not going to be better than your competition, you have to be different than your competition. If you're not going to be different than the competition, then you have to be better than the competition. And part of that, like, formula of being different is sometimes pricing yourself in a different way. That's where the free to play market came from, right? Like, we can't compete with Naughty Dog. We can't compete with EA and Call of Duty and Activision. Like, we can't compete with that. But what we can do is put something out there for free, show people that it's great, and then you start to microtransaction the shit out of them, or charge, a subscription model. And then the AAA, the Call of Duties did it anyway. And now people even complain if you have cosmetics in your game, because they're like, how dare you charge $20 for a costume? You're not Call of Duty. So it's a vicious cycle. Yeah, it's a vicious cycle. It's like,
right. I'm just saying, like, to our good friend here, Lone Fungus, I don't think how you can go from charging 20 to saying I can't give it away for free. No one's asking you to give it away for free. But I don't think you should lower your price point. I think you should still charge the $20 for your game.
I think give it away for free was less about actually charging $0 and instead making money.
It's about, if he lowers it, it'll be like giving it away.
Yeah,
for free.
it'll be like not recovering the costs. Yeah. Which is weird, because like, what is the cost at that point?
Right.
I guess, well, we do know that you have to buy engines, and you have to buy, you have to pay money to get your stuff on certain systems and things. So I guess
it's kind of like there, but it reminds me of game review scores, or scores in general. Like, not every 8 is the same game.
No.
Not every 10 is the same game. But they're still on that same level. So not every $20 game will offer the same quote unquote value,
right,
or be as, critically acclaimed. But if you have a great game, that will make it worth the $20. Like, people will pay for a good game.
You hope. Because a lot of good games do not get bought. And
that's true.
It's happened on this show.
In this space,
in
particular, of course.
Yeah.
I don't think they should be like, if they charge this much, like, we had developers push back their dates. Now they're rethinking their pricing plans for their game because of Silksong. I don't know, dude.
But not all is so sunshine and rainbows in Silksong land, because it is getting some negative feedback from the community of Steam reviews. And by that, we mean some people think the game is too hard, and that makes them sad. Criticism isn't hate. Hollow Knight Silksong sparks debate about difficulty, runbacks, and the dreaded get good comments coming from IGN. There is a X post I love reading by at Look at My Meat One. Thank you for that. I love reading negative reviews of Silksong because it's just people complaining the game is too hard and doesn't baby them. And yeah, if you look at the not recommended, calling it dumb game design choices, literally everything deals 2 damage, even the spikes. There's never a bench at the boss, even when the boss requires an hour of practice. Why do I have to run through half the area? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. All valid concerns.
Sure. Yeah. Back in the day, we used to call that game rental difficulty spikes. It's like, we want you to rent the game again, so we make the game hard. And then God invented save states. and that
Yeah, dude,
fixed all that.
this is this is classic game design. I mean, you and I both grew up in the NES era. You know, we didn't have checkpoints galore. You know,
Yep.
games like Castlevania, Ninja Gaiden, Mega Man. You'd get to a certain point in a level, and you'd pray had to have enough lives at the boss. So if you died, you could always retry at the boss and get some practice shots in as you honed, as you learned the pattern, etc. But this is like it's weird because I feel like there's people who are voicing legitimate critiques about Silksong,
Yep.
and then you have a group that is just so far up the game's ass that they just think the critique is like you're just hating on the game. It's
Right.
like you just suck at it. It's not the game, it's you. There's no faults to be had.
Right.
When you wait 8 years for a game with a rabid fandom, they're gonna get a little defensive. So I feel like you can critique. And I've seen like legitimate critiques about this
Yeah,
game.
I mean the article
Like you
continues.
just listed.
Criticism
Go ahead,
isn't
yeah.
hate. This is a Redditor, bboy2812 in a thread. Most of the criticism I've seen on here and the Steam discussions is consistently dismissed as hate, bad rosary economy, insane difficulty scaling, very few meaningful unlocks, upgrades, runbacks, locked into fighting bosses, contact damage, stacking with normal hits, etc. The only hate I've seen are from people who spam the get good and the skill issue whenever they encounter valid complaints about their perfect little game that cannot possibly have anything wrong with it. Yeah, it goes back to our Death Stranding conversation. Like the things I don't like about Death Stranding, are how it handles like it does get kind of ridiculous, at times when you're walking through and like the trial and error and you're constantly fighting against the game's mechanics to to progress in your trek or whatever. It's like similarly people would just tell me, "Oh, you just suck at it." I'm like, I know I do. I just wish it was easier to not suck at it. And yeah, I think I agree. Criticism of something isn't hating something. Like
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Just because this game has been hyped to death, it doesn't shield it from any kind of critique either. And the fans have to know that. Look, I came across 2 great comments on Reddit just now.
Yes.
Here's one. Most Metroidvanias, you feel more powerful as you go through and unlock and upgrade new abilities. Silksong feels like every new area you come across, something new is suddenly doing double damage. So you feel weaker than you were at the start. That's a valid critique for a Metroidvania. Here's another one. Let me scroll up over here.
I mean, is the game design, and I'm asking, I haven't played, is the game design to show you, okay, well, maybe you can answer this because I didn't play Hollow Knight either, but is the design that here's your new challenge, somewhere in this new challenge is the thing that you need to now be on par with what's happening here?
Now that because I was replaying the first Hollow Knight, and I always felt like my character was growing with the abilities and the charms I would get as I progressed. I never felt like I was butting up against a wall with difficulty.
Okay.
Because you always got a little bit better as you unlocked more of the world. This sounds like it's not that at all.
Okay.
Look at this. I literally just beat the last boss before Act 2 begins, and the run back to that motherfucker is annoying. I am dreading the 2-minute obstacle course more than I do the actual boss. And then if you're dreading getting to a boss that could be already difficult, how can you practice? How can you practice that said boss?
Yeah.
So that is a valid criticism. And I get it.
Well, you know what you could do, Andy? Very simple. You could just pirate the game and just use save states. Speaking of pirating the game, the next little bit of this in this flow is Hollow Knight Silksong is so popular, even pirates are urging others not to pirate the game. This was on Eurogamer. After Hollow Knight Silksong released across multiple platforms yesterday. The game, which has a DRM-free version and also comes with a rather low retail price attached to it, was quickly cracked. In a post over on the piracy Reddit titled, "This was effing fast," the community noted Silksong was cracked within 15 minutes of release. That's even with all of the various issues which saw the likes of Steam coming to a grinding halt. It's a 3 to 4 person team that's done right by their fans at every turn, making this is a quote from, I guess, a pirate. Making sure the PC release is DRM free, making sure all original backers of Hollow Knight get Silksong free on their platform of choice is the time where we can afford to support them, and we should. Hey, the game is pretty cheap. This one we should not pirate. That's kind of it's kind of funny.
I am beside myself. I am beside myself with this one. First of all, get off your high horse, pirators.
Yeah.
I mean, you steal games for a living. And then, of all games to pirate, yes, this one sold millions of copies already. It's not going to feel piracy. But other games that will not get anywhere near this kind of sales, you'll pirate. Make it make sense for me, dude. That's a disconnect.
Remember,
So, like, if a game is that good, you can't pirate, but if it sucks, you should pirate it? Why are you pirating shitty games then?
No, but remember when we were talking about, is this game worth $20? Maybe there's a game that's not worth $20 in their eyes, and those are the ones they pirate because they want to try. Just, you know what it is? Andy, I've cracked the code. I've cracked the code.
It?
I fucking
cracked
cracked
is
the
an
code.
appropriate term to use for this news story,
Andy,
by the way.
I'm going to blow your mind, Andy.
Go ahead, I'm waiting.
Game Pass is pirating for people who feel icky about pirating.
They pay $20 a month to pirate games.
They pay $20 a month, and they could just try all the shitty games that they don't want to, they wouldn't normally want to play, and would rather pirate instead of giving money to see if it's any good. Now, granted, there's great stuff on there, of course there is.
Yeah,
but they're not paying full price for that shit.
Why stop there? Why stop there? Hey, Game Pass subscribers, don't play Silksong on Game Pass.
Yeah,
buy it instead.
Nerd.
For 20,
buy
it's so
it.
good.
Support them. They worked really hard.
It's like you're pirating it.
Yeah.
If you're playing through Game Pass, it's like you're pirating the game. So buy the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Support
the devs. Support the devs, you guys. Pirate things.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How about like taking down your whole pirating mechanism so no games can ever be pirated ever again? How about that as an option? That way all devs can enjoy all sales.
Wow. Look at that, Andy. What a novel concept.
I know.
Let me get into that Plex server at the end because I want to.
Yeah, sure. You got.
I want to watch some old Frasier.
Did you watch all of Penguin yet? It's getting.
I
did. Awards.
I did. I paid for that though.
I'm not paying for HBO Max.
No, I paid for it just to watch Batman and then Penguin again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. Last little item here to discuss is Play Acclaim Showcase has been announced.
What the shit, dude?
I don't even know what
Acclaim is the thing again.
I mean, hold on.
Did it ever die?
Hold on. Let me
talk about shit from our childhood, dude.
Acclaim.
I could almost see a basketball going across that logo as NBA Jam starts up.
Yeah. Yeah. Why am I? Yeah. Okay. Did Acclaim make Clay Fighters? Clay Fighter? Am I making that up?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, that's what comes to my brain when I see that logo. But I really hope I'm not wrong. It's just I feel like I remember like some sort of claymation thing fighting the logo.
The Clay Fighters.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're gonna watch it on YouTube in a couple of days from recording. So hopefully, I don't know, tomorrow or the next day after you're listening to this on your podcast service of choice. They're gonna reveal new surprises, exclusive content, and announcements you won't want to miss. And in the background, you do see a basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look a little closer here. Oh, I can't look closer. Scroll. Some sort of cowboy jumping on top of the head of a shark. I feel like what is that top? one in the background. It looks familiar to me. Like spilled over or like some sort of monster. Kind of looks like a Sailor Moon character. Like long hair. I don't know. But if you're interested, ladies and gentlefolk.
Clay Fighter was not Acclaim, by the way.
It was not? Okay. Who did Clay Fighter?
It was Interplay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, Interplay. Yeah. I don't know, man. Just, Acclaim is doing Acclaim things. That's great. Didn't Acclaim do Spider-Man?
They did Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They did fucking Judge Dredd. They did like all of the Mortal Kombat arcade ports to
The
home
arcade
console,
ones,
SNES.
It filed Chapter 7 bankruptcy at one point. Founded in Oyster Bay, New York. Oyster Bay, Long Island. Also where Billy Joel is from, I believe. Known for the Burnout series, NBA Jam, and Turok. Turok. I'm thinking with Turok.
Turok.
Yeah. Yeah. NFL Quarterback Club. Hell yeah.
Good shit. Good shit.
Yeah.
So
oh yeah, they made all those shitty wrestling games too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess that's a thing that'll happen. That's great. Whatever, man. Whatever.
Hey, I'm here for it.
I'm sure you are, man.
If they're gonna do like a re-release of NBA Jam, go for it.
He's on fire.
Boom shakalaka.
Whoa, boom.
He's heating up.
Anyway, Wishlist Roundup, we have 6 titles to go over real quick, just to show you some things that you might want to wish list. We'll do them really quickly. First one on the listicle is called Breaking News. Manipulate reality by hitting your TV. Dive into a comedy adventure packed with quirky minigames, bizarre puzzles, and unexpected twists. This is coming in 2026. This looks goofy, Andy. Real goofy. Where you slap the TV to make the thing do things. You're using the TV as your input device, kind of. I assume this could be all played with just by hitting the space bar. I assume.
Yes, more than likely.
Hilarious that when the newscast is on, you're slapping it and like the hair of the newscaster like goes flying everywhere. Right. You can manipulate
like
the lotto numbers.
Or like the outcome of a hockey game. They're doing a face-off and you can dictate who gets the puck.
Fantastic. A little curling mini game. Love to see that. But if you hit it too much, I think the TV just flies away.
Yeah.
If you like quirky little mini games, check it out.
Yeah, it's giving like WarioWare.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
I
love it.
That is breaking news. Now, a game that's actually really interesting. Human Nature Studios, former friend of the show, former guest of the show.
We're not friends anymore.
Yeah, we're not friends. We don't like him anymore. Greg Johnson, his studio, creator of Toe Jam and Earl, has a new game coming out called Dancing with Ghosts. No release date yet, but this looks really sweet. A cozy, wholesome narrative about a young teen girl who befriends a ghost that only she can see. Weighed down by the death of her parents, the girl finds healing through friendship, dance, and helping others. Created to share the message of joy and appreciation for the gift of life. This game looks absolutely adorable.
I love the art style.
Yeah, really, really cute. Everybody's so happy. And the ghost kind of looks like a mermaid.
Gameplay? Is there a video?
I don't see any video on the Steam page.
Just look on the old Google machine.
Just screenshots. Actually, my email might have, because I did get the press release. That's where I got this from. Let's look through this.
No, this game was actually on Kickstarter.
Oh, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see it on here. Dancing with Ghosts. Toe Jam and Oil. All right. Trailer. Here we go. Yes, there is a trailer. It is on YouTube. So we'll drag this over here. I'll put this in here, and we will use the trailer together. Here we go. It's a pretty long trailer, but yes, there's your game. Yeah, we do have gameplay. Look at that. It's an interactive narrative. Very cute. Point and click, it looks like. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks more like an active point and click. As you're moving around, like you could actually like jump and hide and all that stuff. Oh, stomping on the lunch. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Oh no.
Oh, the ghost was pissed. Oh my god, is this a pacing minigame? Or is it a dancing minigame?
Yeah.
Anxiety. Yeah.
Seriously. She's practicing little dance moves.
This is
she hitting herself? Oh man.
Yeah,
oh boy.
Oh, the diary.
Is the ghost her mom? Is that what that is?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know, dude. This is
gonna be deep.
Oof.
Games
like a bus accident? Oh man.
Yeah.
This is getting so deep.
Very cute. It might be her mom or just some other girl.
Heart.
I don't know. But we're gonna try and get Greg on the show to talk about Dancing with Ghosts because it is quite adorable, and I'd like to talk more about it.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I throw on that Toe Jam and Earl theme or soundtrack from the reboot.
The Genesis days?
No, the new one. The new one.
Oh yeah, okay.
Every once in a while, I got to throw that on there because it's so good. They did such a good job on that. The next one on here is called Football Story. Life in the neighborhood awaits as a local pro team cheekily announces a match against best of the non-pro. Rad and his future friends decide to thwart their confidence while meeting all sorts of dorky situations one could ever imagine. Train, play, and live in Football Story. I feel like that was Google translated. Because that was rough. That was hard to read. Be completely honest with you. Let's take a look at this one. I love me a good soccer video game or football video game. There's something about the simplicity of football that really helps with the genre. I like the art here. I love the low animated pixels. Very cool.
Yeah, great animation. I love the color.
The scale of everything looks really cool too. Yeah, it's like a huge environments, and the people seem like much smaller for the environment, but
it feels like a actual lived-in world. There's like marketplaces and streets and like people walking around, going about their lives.
Do you think you'll play this kind of sports game? No, you're not a sports game guy.
You know what? It's like what was that game? What was that, Golf Story?
Yeah.
Was that what that game was?
Yeah.
With the Switch came on 1,000 years ago.
Yep.
You know, I mean, if you sneak a sports game into any other genre but sports,
sure,
I will likely play it.
Sure.
So this is up my alley.
Okay.
Yeah, I put it here for a reason. Yeah.
All right. That was Football Story. Next one on the list is Lifted. Get Lifted. Play as slacker Ari, unwillingly starring in his professor's deeply personal, hilarious, era-hopping tiara heist. Swing, climb, puzzle through time, and outsmart a rival Tomb Raider. An 80s blockbuster adventure. This looks really cool.
I love how they have no arms. I don't know why I find that so cute. How their hands just float on their sides.
I love that he's clearly like inspired by Marty with the big puffy.
Right. Oh yeah, vest. And you know.
Yeah.
And
the crazy kooky guy. This looks really cool. This looks like it's like a 2.5D sort of platforming adventure game a little bit. Gives me though that PS3 knack era of gaming.
Yes, I am getting a little bit of knack from this.
Yeah. Yeah. This looks really
It has
cute.
heist as one of
Oh
its
my god, Andy.
tags.
The horses didn't have legs.
Nope.
They just had little horse feet. Not attached to their bodies. That is wonderful. I love it. That is Lifted, ladies and gentlemen. Lifted, coming in 2026. So don't be a nerd and get ready for that. Next one on the list here is Plushes, an insane first-person action adventure where cuteness has gone too far. Plushes have taken over the city, and there's only one way out. Pick up a gun and your trusty shovel and become a plush fighter. Shoot plushes and turn enemies against one another. This is from Watt Studio. Coming soon is all we get from this. But let's take a look at Plushes while we marvel about its insanity.
Yeah, you're like bashing these like block shaped demonic plush figures.
Yeah.
With teeth. There's like a Ghostbuster element. You're like sucking them up with your little device there, shooting them out. I guess, do you capture them then and use them as allies? Is that what's going on there?
There is no doubt in my mind that this was made by some
creature collector,
a parent that was tired of cleaning their kid's room. You capture bad creatures. These remind you know what these plushes remind me of? Those do you remember those
Garbage Pail Kids?
No, not Garbage Pail Kids. The balls that were like
with the faces.
With the faces. Yeah, what were those called?
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah. Holy shit. You know what I'm talking about. See, we're on the same wavelength here. I think those are making a comeback, I feel like I saw those recently. Balls with faces.
Mad balls.
Toys, yeah.
Mad balls, dude.
Yeah, mad balls. Mad balls. Wait, is that what I'm thinking of? No, those were bouncy. The ones I'm thinking of weren't bouncy.
Oh.
Screamy Mimi was a baseball. Hold on. I'm gonna have to look at this a little bit. Oh, maybe Mad Balls. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. That's what kind of reminds me of, except square. Mad Balls, loved by kids, hated by parents.
Yep, there it is.
Yep, good times. Man, life was simpler in the 90s. You know what I mean?
I miss it so much.
It was simpler. Remember Bruno the bad dog? Remember that toy?
Oh yeah,
Bruno the bad dog. It was like that stupid, like monster truck.
Yeah,
I had that toy. That was good times. Again, that was Plushes. I feel like they should have called it Plushies, but whatever. Maybe it is called Plushies. It's just I'm pronouncing it wrong. Vitrified is next on the list. Vitrified is an open-world survival adventure. Stranded in the post-nuclear wasteland, you must fight, explore, and survive to find your way home. Join forces with Alan, A-L-A-N, in all caps, to battle giant mutant creatures and overcome the dangers of the desert. This is created by and published by Jack Goodwin, coming in 2026. So let's take a look at some gameplay of Vitrified.
Yeah, it's giving a lot of Dune. I see these giant sandworms coming up. You're in the desert.
I love that you're karate kicking a giant beetle in the face. A little bit of Moonlighter vibes on the animation. Moonlighter 1, part 1.
You have like some sort of robot companion.
Yep.
Looks like
he punched the hell out of the side of a dune. Wishlist now on Steam if that is your jam. Side scrolly. It says open world. Side-scrolly open world? That's
Oh,
interesting.
There's a play test. Let's request that access.
Okay, you can go for it. You can
Yeah.
go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the developer is accessible. Posing with this game. Maybe we could get him on and talk about it.
Yeah, I actually
cool.
came across this game on the old Reddit because after 7 years, this is his first playtest. So
Nice.
I'm excited about that. Yeah.
So you're telling me you read it on Reddit?
I read it on the Reddit. That's where I read it.
Fantastic. Fantastical. Hey, how's Hell Clock? That came out this year. Is that any good?
Oh, that came out, right?
Yeah, it came out in July. That was on my wish list. I was thinking about playing that.
I think I have a code for that in my inbox somewhere.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be real nice. That's going to bring us to the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentle germs. Germs abound. Thank you so much for joining us. Andy, thank you for doing the show. This was great. This was a great little show.
Yeah.
Got to yell at each other about things.
Yeah.
We got to talk about
Silksong.
We'll never talk about Death Stranding 2 again. It's great.
Not never again.
It's awesome.
Not gonna happen. It's a good show. Good show all
Indeed.
around.
Thank you very much, listener. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, viewers, as well. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share the show, and all that fun stuff. And if you found us through our shorts or our TikTok videos, let us know. We would like to know that.
Give us a little.
Indeed. And as always, please be excellent to each other.